Hey guys, how's it going? Eric Norris here. Today I'm going to talk about the top 4 mistakes people make in real estate. Let's just get right into it, no fluff here. Number 1, living in fear and not getting into the game of investing and listening to the naysayers. Those are the worst things you could do. It's just kind of like live in fear and think that it's not going to work out. And the key to that, the way you combat that is gain the knowledge. So read a few real estate books. That will completely change your mindset and give you the confidence to execute those deals. So that's one of the biggest things. Don't live in fear, get the knowledge, execute, master real estate. Number 2, one of the biggest mistakes people make in real estate, they wish they had got more properties. Isn't that true? You know, the more the better. The more well insulated you are, the more wealth you accumulate. It's like the story of the 2 brothers, and they each get $100,000. The one brother takes $100,000, finds a $100,000 property, pays it off, full cash, never has a house payment mortgage ever for the rest of his life. He's good in one sense. The other brother takes that same $100,000, invests $25,000 in 4 properties. In 30 years, who do you think is going to be more wealthier? Obviously, when you do the rental property plan, easily. So that's always the case. People always wish they could have bought more properties, especially when the market was lower. Number 3, they wish they had got invested earlier or sooner. Definitely, the earlier in your life that you can invest, the better, because you can reap those rewards longer later on. For the rest of your life. You know, if you got a 30-year mortgage, it will take 30 years. Once it's paid off, then you got that extra cash flow, which is really nice. So there's huge advantages to holding on to properties long term, and that's one of them. The earlier you invest, the more you can reap those rewards later. Fourth, the last thing, this is probably the biggest one that I've heard that people wish, the biggest mistake that they've made in real estate that they wish they could do over again. And it's simply this: they wish they had never sold their property or properties. Sometimes you have to, maybe there's some people do it because they have a headache situation that they want to get out of. Sometimes it's advantageous for you to do that if you're doing either a 1031 exchange or even, or if you're doing a situation where you're living in the property for 2 years and you're doing, you're not paying capital gains tax if it's under $250,000, you can do that. That's something that I did on my second real estate property that I purchased. I lived there for 2 years and I thought, this is great. I built about $100,000 in equity. I'm like, let's take advantage of this. Well, I sold the property so I can buy more properties, but now the market's even higher. So what I would have done differently, and this is me personally, I would have kept that property and I would have just done a cash out refi. Because then it's all about the more properties you hold. In the long term, that's how you gain real wealth. It's more advantageous, you know, it makes more sense. The more properties you have, the more options you have to either 1031 or cash out refi. And so in my situation, I wish I probably would have held on to that property and just done a cash out refi. But those are the top 4 things. No fluff here, just got straight into it, straight to the point. This is for the short attention span people like myself. And so let's just go over them real quick one more time. Number 1, living in fear and listening to the naysayers. Don't listen to anyone else. If you have a good gut instinct and you think that real estate's good for you, it's good for most everyone. That's how 90% of millionaires are made, is with real estate. So don't listen to the naysayers, don't live in fear. Read some real estate books, get that knowledge so you can execute in confidence. Number 2, wish they had bought more properties. Yes, of course. Try to execute sooner and not take so long in between each property. Number 3, wish they got invested earlier. Yes, the earlier you get in, the better. And number 4, wish they had never sold. Yes, so my experience, I've learned from here on out, I'm not ever selling any of the properties. That's the plan. Of course, things arise, but the plan from here on out is cash out refi only. So I hope this found you well. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm Eric Norris. And if you like this video, please subscribe, and tell a friend because I'm trying to build this channel up, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.